Recruiters. All the Navy recruiters are not gonna like me for this, but I gotta help y'all out. This video is about things recruiters won't tell you or will lie to you about. My name is Wavvy. If you've never been to my channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and watch this full video. It will help you. Let's jump straight into it. Let's jump straight into it. Wait, where am I at? I was just in a room. Oh, I'm on my shit.
Oh my God!
Now, the first lie a recruiter, or something a recruiter won't tell you, is in the Navy is pick your rate, pick your fate. Now, what am I talking about? That rate that you scored low or you scored high on the ASVAB, and they tell you, oh, just go with it because the job you want isn't available. Telling you, if you don't like that job, you have to do that job for 4 to 6 years. That's gonna be a long time doing a job that you completely hate. So make sure you really pick a job that you want. Another thing a recruiter won't tell you is, once you pick a job, you have to wait 2 years to strike for that job, to strike for another job. And that's if they want you, if there's enough room for that job. If that job is full and there's too many people, you can't get that job in 2 years. And it's not just based off of if the job is available, it's based off if they sign off on it. So let's say you were a boss's mate. You were a boss's mate for 2 years, and you want to now you want to become a corpsman. You want to become a hospital corpsman. That's what you wanted. That's your dream job. That's what you wanted. But you put in a check, and they say you're not a hard worker. We could tell you hated this job. You didn't come to work on time. You didn't do the extra. You didn't work hard. You weren't a hard worker, so how we expect you to go to corpsman and be a hard worker? You see what I'm saying? So if you want to pick a job after 2 years, you want to strike a job, you have to work hard in that job so people trust you. Once you go to that corpsman job, that you're going to work hard too. So it's a lot. So pick your rate, pick your fate. Another one is, you might not get the job you want. I know. This is crazy. This was crazy for me. I got really blessed getting the job I want. There's a good chance you might not get the job you want. So say, let's go back to corpsman. Say you get a 75 on the ASVAB. You come in and you're a nurse. Or you want to be a nurse outside the Navy after you get out. And you want corpsman really bad. And you score high on the ASVAB. You like, okay, I score high and I qualified for corpsman. There's still a chance you might not get that corpsman. That's crazy. Recruiters will put it in your head, yeah, you're gonna get that job, until you take the ASVAB. Then that's when they'll tell you, oh, you know there's a good chance you won't get that job, so you might want to hurry up and think of 3 to 4 other jobs you qualify for that you would like. And some of you guys would have changed your mind if you knew that there was almost a guaranteed chance that you wouldn't get the corpsman or another job that you wanted. So that's why I always say pick 3 to 4 jobs that you are interested in, because that one job may not be available even if you score high enough for it. Another one is, in boot camp, if you don't come in shape or you're constantly going to medical, you can't get ASMO. What is ASMO? ASMO is getting removed to your division and getting placed in a division that's behind you. So let's say you're in week 6 in boot camp and you get ASMO. You can get ASMO to a division who's in week 3. So you're in boot camp longer. So now your division then graduated in 2 weeks. But now with that division you went back to, you're in week 5. So you can't be in boot camp for a long time if you don't come in shape, or you're just always in medical in boot camp, so you're missing important things. Because once you graduate boot camp, there are certain things that we do in boot camp that everyone has to do. Everyone has to be there for. At the end of boot camp, if you didn't do the firefighting that everyone has to do, they will asthma you. I witnessed this. Someone was going to medical all the time. We did the whole firefighting week. They missed that whole week because they're at medical. When it came to graduate, it was their time to get asthma. So I'm telling you, do not go to medical unless you absolutely need to. We were marching one day. I hit a crack in the ground outside. My leg hurted so bad. I would not go to medical because the next day was our final run, our final PFA. I ran that. I don't know how I ran that. I just wanted to get out of boot camp so bad. The very next day I woke up, my whole knee was swollen. But it was worth it because I got to get out of boot camp and I got to graduate on time. Another thing recruiters won't tell you, you can back out before boot camp. You can back out without getting in trouble. Now, they don't want to tell you this because if they tell you, hey, you can back out, there'll be a lot more people backing out, obviously. But you can back out. Say you leave for boot camp tomorrow. You leave for boot camp in 2 months and you say, hey, this is not for me. You didn't went to MEP sign, you didn't pick the job and everything. You say, nah, this is not for me. You can back out without going to jail, without getting fined, without any of that they try to lie to you about. Some will tell you you can, but some will act like, oh, you can go to jail. No, you can back out before you ship off. Another thing is, within 6 months of you being in the Navy, you can back out without going to jail, paying a fine, or anything. I'm telling you, 6 months. So let's say you graduated boot camp, you graduated A school, and you say, this ain't for me. You within those 6 months. You say, this ain't for me. You could back out. Now, obviously, they don't tell people this because they don't want people backing out. And I had a friend that, I wouldn't say backed out, but he just said it wasn't for him. And, yeah, that's how it is. But another thing is, recruiters won't tell you that being in the Navy, when you go in their office and they talk about the Navy, they make everything sound good and they don't tell you anything bad. There are bad things about the Navy, like any job in the world, but there are bad things in the Navy. Don't think it's going to be easy peasy. You're going to miss your family. There's going to be times where you miss eating regular food. You're on a ship like me right now, close that you're like really close, like the beds are really close, tight space. Like, to me, it's fun and everything, but I'm saying, like, it's not for everybody. That's the point I'm trying to make. The Navy is not for everybody. So if you have questions and, you don't really know, ask all the questions you can down below. I will tell you, because the Navy is not for everyone. You don't want to be in the Navy and now you in 7-8 months and you just really down because you like, this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure before you talk to a recruiter, before you sign the dotted line, before you go to your enlistment, you want to really make sure this is for you before you ship off, because it's not for everyone. It's not a bad thing. Okay, let me get this up. Oh, another huge thing. Man, that's some shit. Another huge thing is, let's say you sign. So I signed a 5-year contract. It's the lowest I could go for my rate, QM, quartermaster for the people who don't know what QM is, but I signed for 5 years, but I have to do 8 years. If you sign for 4, you have to do 8. You know what I'm saying? If you sign for 3, you still have to do 8. So what happens is after my 5 years is up, I plan on re-enlisting, but let's say I don't plan on re-enlisting, or you don't plan on re-enlisting. After your 5 years, you go to a place called inactive ready reserve. And what that means is I served 5 years. Now 3 years I'm in inactive ready reserve, where they can call me back anytime they want to. Now it rarely happens, but it does happen to somebody. They can call you back. So it's for those 3 years that they can call you back, and you can't fight it. You have to go back. Just in case something happens in the world and they need you, they can call you back. That's a big thing that recruiters don't tell you. So everyone is serving 8 years, an 8-year obligation, you know what I'm trying to say, to serving their country. So little Johnny out there who think 4 years and I'm out, nah, it could be 4 years and then you out, and then 4 years you coming back because they called you back, and you have to do it. So keep that in mind when you go to a recruiter's office. That's going to be all for today's video. If you like today's video, make sure you give it a like. Make sure you comment down below. Any questions, I answer every question. Just look in the comments. If you don't got nothing to do, look in the comments and see me answering everyone's questions. I really do it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And make sure you turn on those post notifications so you never miss a future video. And until next time, remember, demonstration speaks louder than conversation. Peace.